Today, right now.
No bakes.
No bakes.
Yeah.
Chocolate, no bakes.
Yeah, with peanut butter.
We don't have any peanut butter, so are we going to have peanut butter?
No.
No. Okay, so the first step is what?
You get butter and you put it in a pan. And
How much butter did you put in there?
One stick.
One stick of butter, which equals?
4 ounces.
Half a cup.
Okay.
Now you need to get one of these. It's a measuring cup that measures a cup.
Okay.
And put 2 cups of sugar in it.
Wow. Okay.
How are you going to put 2 cups of sugar in 1 cup?
What kind of sugar?
Well, I think we only have brown sugar. So brown sugar works. You can use white sugar or brown sugar.
Okay.
You're just getting that warm so that when you put the sugar in, it'll be easy to stir around. Alrighty, so you got the sugar in?
Yeah.
You're gonna need a spoon.
Yeah.
Is that a good one?
That's a good one.
Okay, you need to put the chocolate in.
Chocolate. Okay.
So we usually use Dutch chocolate. So what I like to do is, as I'm working, I put the things away that I just used. So the bag of sugar, you can zip it up, put it away, and then when you're doing that, you can also get the chocolate out at the same time. The chocolate's in the cupboard below. Yep, that's our chocolate. We buy a lot of bulk, so everything is in these huge bulk bags. So you need a 1/4 cup of chocolate. Dump that in there. Okay, now you need to mix it around and get it warmed up. She's going to start stirring this up till it turns into a sauce, and then we'll be right back. Okay, so she started stirring it, and now the next ingredient is 1/2 cup of milk. So she's got the 1/2 cup out, and we don't really drink milk in our house, so we just use 1/2 and 1/2. You can use 1/2 and 1/2 as well. I've never used almond milk. I don't know how it would turn out, but I guess you could try it if you wanted to. 1/2 cup. There you go, and that will help you to get it smooth. Usually I like to cream the butter a little bit longer than she did, but she'll probably be okay.
Butter's almost gone anyways.
Yeah, so now you're just going to stir it until it's creamy. And the other ingredient is we need to have 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And I like to use real vanilla. There you go. Open the bottle. Okay. And be ready to stir it when you pour it in there because it kind of sometimes it explodes. Okay. And just stir that up till it starts to boil. We put peanut butter in ours, about a 1/2 cup or so. We don't really have peanut butter right now, so we're just going to do it without peanut butter, and it still turns out really good. So Riora was worried that it was clumpy, but it's okay. As long as she just keeps stirring it, it'll all become smooth again. And it's going to start boiling here pretty soon. For the longest time, I did this without using a candy thermometer, but you can use a candy thermometer. And we have one right here. And she's going to start letting it boil. If you don't have a candy thermometer and you don't know what temperature to go to, that's okay, because I've done it, like I said, for a long time without it. And you basically just want to let it boil for about 1.5 minutes or so. So right now it's not boiling yet, but she's trying to get all the clumps.
On the side.
It's just starting to bubble a little bit.
It looks so pretty with all the bubbles.
Nice boil, and she is testing the temperature of it right now. It hasn't gone for quite a minute yet. so I don't think it's going to be right.
Well, you can't really see it through the
It needs to go to about 240 or so. I told her to make sure that she doesn't touch the pan, because if you're going all the way where you touch the pan, then you're just getting the temperature of the pan. You want the temperature of the actual candy.
It's almost at 200. Or, well, it's just past 200.
Okay, so we got to just about 240 or so, and she turned off the heat and took it off the heat. And now you need to, look over the spoon. Now you need to get 3 cups of oatmeal. And some people like to use the instant oatmeal. I don't eat instant oatmeal. I don't feed that to my kids. So we just use regular old classic oatmeal. Be careful you don't burn the pan. So now you're going to get 3 cups of oatmeal and pour it in and stir it in. There we go. So the chocolate's cooling down, which is what you want, and as it cools, it's going to start getting harder, and pretty soon you'll have kind of like a soft
Candy.
It's like a soft chocolatey candy.
It's kind of like that stuff that comes out of the Hershey's bottle.
A little bit thicker than that, yeah. And you'll be able to, you can just drop these, do like a drop cookie with this. And you don't have to move super fast, but you can't take your time either right now, because as this chocolate cools, it gets harder.
I'm going to put a little bit more because the other cups weren't enough.
Should be good. Alright. So if you hold the pan, you can stir it. Or you can stir it.
Where's the tripod? The camera?
And it's already getting hard to stir, so.
Yeah, so it's already hardening up, so it means that we got really good at the temperature. It was a little over 240. And it was about 1.5 minutes of boiling time, so. If you don't have a candy thermometer, that's okay. You can just use timing.
And just make sure it's not boiling for too long. If it starts to get...
If it boils for too long, it'll be hard candies and they will just crumble. And if it doesn't boil long enough, they'll be gooey and sticky and they won't act like cookies.
And it'll kind of...
So now you need to hurry up and get all of the oatmeal covered in chocolate. And then I find that these... What are these? These are little foam
things that you get
trays that you get when you buy meat. So I keep them and I clean them up real good so they're nice and clean. I reuse them, and I reuse them specifically for no-bake cookies, because you can drop the no-bakes on these. The no-bakes don't stick, and you can put it right into your freezer. And that way I don't have to get aluminum or wax paper or any of that other stuff. I can just use these.
I need that little...
I like to do things kind of on the cheap. So now she's finishing up that part, and then we're going to drop the cookies on the tray.